Children, our children, folks. How many times have you heard people say to their children, the child say, I am going to be president of the United States. And the father and mother will say to them, you, with your studies, you will never make it, junior. Now, this is a wonderful seed to plant in this fertile little brain. The subconscious little mind is putting in the mind. You are telling him he can't. He isn't smart enough. The child says, I am going to be a rich man. When I grow up, I am going to have everything in this world. You say, you are going to have to learn a lot, Junior. One thing, you don't know how to handle money. You have to go to learn to use that elbow grease. Anybody who is ever used the elbow grease, I don't know, has ever made millions. I will assure you the elbow grease is up here and very few people use that. Now, what do you want to tell Junior? Anytime any children come to you or their parents, you should tell your children this and say, Junior, you are the type of child who can have anything in this world. You have the ability and the intelligence to go anywhere, do anything, and have everything in this world. It is yours because you are that type of a child. Start planting these seeds in this country today. It's teaching too many children, what to think instead of how to think. And what are we? We are only children, a little older than the other children. We are grown up children, and we have to get some time in life. We have to start deciding and pinpointing things that we want in this world. And I am not just talking about the tangible objects, I am talking about the intangible things. What would you like to be? What type of person what you like to be? Would you like to have more love in your life? Well, then you must learn to give love. You will never have anything without giving. Everything I give, I receive back, multiplied. If I have a lot of hate in my life, I give hate out. And if so, I don't want hate coming in my life. I should not be giving it out. If I don't want people to talk about me, I shouldn't be talking about people. Everything that I send out, I get back with feeling. Every tonight, I think I don't get because I did not plant my seed properly. I did not have true visualization. How many you ladies have thought of a beautiful dress or beautiful something that you wanted to have? How many of you just said, I would love to have a mink stall? A few years ago, if my wife even mentioned a mink stall, the first, the first thing that would come in my mind was, well, where are we going to get it from? How many are going to pay for it? And how did not understand these things? When you just say a mink stall, do you know what? I never was aware that there was so many mink stalls in the country. Every kind of every price and color and designs and everything else. And if you don't even know the exact kind what you want, how do you ever expect to have it? Huh, it's like somebody saying, do you know the amazing things? The average person in this world, I am only saying these people because we are the average people of the world. And I say average because I am talking to an intelligent group of people. I'm not talking to the people way down the ladder. I am talking to a group of intelligent people. And I am saying this. And you realize this yourself and ask yourself this basic question. Do you know what you want in life? If I was to ask you right now, what do you really want? What is tangible object that you want in this world? And the things that you can feel and touch and smell, what are these things that you want in life? And you know, folks, the amazing things, I doubt if there is 2% of people in this room who could call me and describe me just like that, come right out and say it because they have not been completely defined. I want a new home. I said, what kind of home would you like? He says, well, let's see now. Hmm. I think I would like a three-story building. Now, this is a good way to pick your home. You think you would like a three-story building? You don't know how many bedrooms. You haven't made out a design. You don't know exactly what you want. And this is why, folks, that you know what happens. We get a lot of things is left over from the people who know what they want. That's why we do not get the things. We haven't defined it. We do not know exactly what we want. How much success do you want? The guy says, I want a lot of money. Let me tell you the importance in defining things. This is very, very important thing. Very important, boy. You can get yourself messed up something awful if you don't follow this properly. A friend of mine, I told him about this idea of creating a vision because when you get the vision of a Cadillac once more, you can even get the feeling of the thing. You can even see yourself in it. You can get the feeling of that thing. This is where things happen quick for you. I told this person about visualizing things, defining what he wanted, but he didn't define it completely. This was his dream. He wanted to take an ocean voyage. He gets the feeling of ocean voyage and everything else. He was in the ship, on the bow of the ship. The waves were rolling and breeze was blowing in his face and the salt water was blowing in his face and he had all the feelings and everything else. And within 1 year's time, this dream came back to him because he was standing on the bow of a ship and the swell of the waves and the breeze was blowing in his face and the salt water was hitting him on his face. But he forgot to define it completely and he was taking his voyage. He was in the service. Be sure and define your dream exact.